Welcome to Sports Close-Up, and we have here the two Cochranton coaches, the head coach, Marcy, and the assistant, Liren.
I never know where to look.
And Marcy, I'm not going to date you. You've been here for a few years. How many D10s now?
I think 9.
9.
I think.
Wow. Wow. Do you ever get tired of?
Somebody counted them up for me.
You don't get tired of winning, correct? Else you wouldn't be doing this.
Of course not.
She loves being on the show, too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Favorite thing to do.
Tell us, and both of you can answer this question. Tell us what made this team so special.
I think that they all played for each other. I think that they all got along well, and it wasn't about them individually. It was about the people they were playing beside out on the floor and the people that were on the bench. And I think that was a whole team philosophy this year.
There were so many of them. We had almost too many options in the beginning, and no matter what you asked them to do, they were willing to go do it, try it out, see if it worked, which is sort of what she's saying. They played for each other. Whatever was asked of them at the time, that's what they went and did. So
You guys play in a pretty good competitive region, correct?
Yes. And we're able to fill our schedules with
Right.
other competition too.
Sure.
So.
So beginning of the season, was the goal D10? Was the goal always D10 down here? Obviously.
I would think that it should be to win the region,
Right.
which we did not do. But then
Came back and won
we knew
districts,
that there
though.
was something beyond that.
Yeah.
Yes, so you just had to keep playing, and so we grew a lot from the beginning of the season to the end of the season.
Yeah, let's talk about that too, because if I remember right, in the beginning of the season, some people thought Cochranton was one of the teams to beat, and it was a little rocky road in the beginning. Boy, you finished strong. Tell us what happened from the beginning to where you finished. Because I know there was some tough times in the beginning.
There were. We started out great against Cash, and
Right.
then not so much when we, started the beginning of our season. But I could not make a decision. Like she said, there were so many options, and that was totally on me. But I couldn't figure out who to put where on the floor and what was working. And even clear up until the Maplewood tournaments, I kept changing the lineup. And
But once you found it, you
after
knew.
that, we had a great day that day. I don't know if everyone was just in a good mood, or what I put out there actually worked, or I don't really know. But after that, it was a little rough a couple times after that, but I said I wasn't changing the lineup anymore, and kudos to them, because again, like we said, so many people, I think everyone changed positions besides Kat. So, and whatever I asked them to do, they did. Some played front row, and then they played back row, and they didn't play front. It was just, it was nuts on my part.
I ended up with 11 kids in your lineup.
We did. That was our final
crazy.
lineup with 11 kids. Everyone came off the floor besides Kat.
Was this-
And said, okay.
Many years you've been the head coach down here. Is this the first time you had that problem? You're almost telling me you
Yes.
had almost too much talent?
Yes, there was.
You wanted
That's a
everybody,
problem.
and you wanted everybody to play?
and equal.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Right.
I couldn't feel like we had anyone that really stepped up and said, "This is my spot. This is what I
Sure.
want." And it ended up that our lefties hit more on our left side as opposed to our righties. And I don't know. They did a nice job. Everyone did a nice job. And like I said, when you're asked to move around that much, it's frustrating to them. It's frustrating to us. But they continued to do what we asked them to do, and that's what did it.
It's good
so
because
it's
you had
all
so many people that actually learned different positions, and you can use them later down the road.
right, and that is another benefit. And even for the seniors that are leaving, I think Maria's the only one that's going to play, but I asked her to, hit a lot of different positions across the front, and she did. So hopefully that helps her out.
When you
next year.
settled on your rotation and who you were going to play, when you had to sit them down and say, this is what I'm going with, were you concerned that some of the kids were going to say, well, I'm not going to play that much anymore. What's going on here?
Yeah, because that happened to a couple people. They were playing less, and so that they could have easily have done that,
Right.
but they didn't. And I don't really sit them down and discuss it. I just say, here,
This
this
is how
is
it's
what
gonna
we're
be.
going with. Yeah, so this is what we're going to do today. We're going to do it all day, and so that's
You
what we
did
went with. And
Explain it more than once, though. Like,
It's some-
there are so many of you.
Right.
We think this is what's best, and here's why we're doing it, and
I
they
think
understood.
one of the advantages that you have and Sheila has down in Maplewood is you guys have been there for a while. You've had your own programs for a while, but you keep putting stuff in your trophy cases. And even they had a tough year this year down in Maplewood. I mean, then first year in a long time they didn't win their district. So I think, you know, when a coach has been there for a while and has put stuff in the trophy case and built their reputation, it allows you to make, this is how it's going to be. But even so, in today's world, we all know sometimes you get flack from the outside or from cousins or parents, whatever.
Yeah.
Have any of that happening?
I don't know if there was any. If there was, the kids didn't bring it in the gym.
Nice.
Which is, you know, I don't know. It was an amazing bunch of kids because, like I said, and I'll say it again, and I've already said it, they played for each other.
Mm-hmm.
They could have hated me along the way, and they may have, and I don't know, but they didn't bring it in the gym, and that's, you know, so I couldn't have asked anything more from them.
So when you won District 10, that'd be great satisfaction for you guys as coaches when you made those moves and gelled and you were winning, and then you won D10 after not winning the region, as you stated. You had to say, this is, I made the right decision.
Hopefully I did, yes. I mean, at least at that time it was working, so. And I don't know if they expected to go as far as they had last year. I don't know what I expected, you know, from that group either coming in, but.
Especially with our struggle starting out and finding that lineup to end up.
Right.
Tell us about that
Playing as well as we
after
did.
districts, what took place.
Right after districts,
And
we
then
played
Elk
Elk County Catholic, yeah.
something like that.
And I didn't know what to expect from that either because they were ranked right up there with Clarion.
I think you
And
played
I
that in
knew
Meadville,
that
correct?
Yeah, we played that in Meadville. I assumed they would be tough. You know, Clarion beat them in 3 rather easily, so I felt a little bit better walking into it. But so I don't know. Just played well. As long as we were passing, we had the swings at the net, and we had a nice blocking game, which is what we'll miss next year. We lose all those tall people, and so I mean that's an advantage, obviously, when you have that height at the net.
How many are you losing?
But 4 talls, 3 that played a lot.
5 total.
So
Which
yeah,
is-
5 total kids.
But I- you know,
and
I-
Vinny's defense in the back. So
One thing that she's not going to get a lot of pity from the other coaches and so forth, because I will tell you why. I've known this young lady for a long time and seen her teams, and they don't have big kids. They have scrappers, and they play unbelievable defense. And it's hard to get the ball to hit the floor against your teams when you don't have the big kids. So I look for your team to be very competitive again next year and probably challenge for the region.
I hope so,
Well, I
for
mean,
sure.
You got four or five leaving, but you still got the ones that you said you had 11 total. So
Right,
that still
yeah.
brings back the experience.
Just a lot
for
of
you.
experience coming
Yeah.
back.
Just
yeah.
a different game, kind of, because you are losing the height, like you're saying. Then you have to kind of switch
Adjust to what
gears
you
and
have.
go back to playing a lot of defense and being smart hitters rather than
Right.
powerful.
You still enjoy this thing? You still enjoy
I
coaching
do.
the girls and the interaction with the young girls, huh?
Yeah, I enjoy it. I don't want to get to know, I said that last year, I think. I don't really want to get to know the real young girls. 'Cause I don't want to be around that long, but no, I do enjoy it. So.
You will be.
And it should be a nice, I mean, it's going to
They
be
see
a
it
nice
as
group of
too much.
kids
Sure.
Yeah, I
coming
think.
around for the next couple of years, as I have them for junior high and we have them for JOs, and they're nice groups.
Yeah,
Kids.
and I think when the day finally comes, you decide to hang it up. It's going to be a big void in this school.
Nah.
Oh yeah, because you've been
Got
Well,
this
you're gonna
one,
be-
Yeah,
Kendall
it's
Dixon.
not a big deal at all.
You'll be a
Get
tough
those
act to
two.
follow, right?
Yeah.
No.
Tough act to
It'll
follow.
be fine.
She's the brains behind the scene.
That's it.
That's a nice compliment.
Really, I just let her talk at me
Well,
and
you
say,
learn from
yes,
the best,
Marcy.
right?
Yeah, there you go.
Compliment.
Just watch it all happen. 100 worker magic.
Well, we never get tired of coming down there, so keep winning. So keep coming down and getting you on, ladies on the scheme. Marcy loves these interview stuff, by the way,
Love
folks.
these interviews.
So she does. Anybody that knows her would agree to that. So, coaching JOs again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have the older girls aren't playing, but we have a 14-year-old team and a 15-year-old team. So and Ryan Jackson is doing a 12-year-old team because his
Nice.
daughter's playing on it. So, and that's another thing I should put a plug in for, or is Dan starting those younger programs down there. And Ryan's been around because he's had kids come through, and Brad just had a couple, kids come through there too. So, we have some other parents that are helping. Brett and Summer McCartney are helping, so.
Get a lot of help in this community, don't you?
Yeah.
And Jackson's been helping for
been nice.
years with
Yep.
the volleyball. So that's a nice thing about the small community of Cochranton. You get a lot of support. I know with your matches, and especially when you're in the playoffs, the whole town's there. You know, pretty vocal and excited. Makes the girls feel proud of putting on the Cochranton jersey. So, you know, it's cool. And you know, it's great watching you coach over the years, Marcy, because you really haven't changed. You know, you're very calm outwardly. I know inwardly sometimes you get frustrated, have a little stare. You'll give one of your players once in a while, which is kind of interesting.
We talked about that last year.
Yeah, we
Stare.
did. Yeah, that's right. But we,
Can you
you
show
know,
it to us?
but you can tell you enjoy it. But you enjoy the kids, which is even more important.
I do enjoy
And,
it.
and you still have contact with them when they leave.
And I hope I don't know, and they don't always probably, but I hope they get a lot more out of the experience than just volleyball.
And that's what, and
So-
you guys teach them more than just volleyball, which is important.
I hope
you know?
so.
You teach them about, you know, being accountable, which is very important, which is missing a lot today in society. You know, about discipline, stuff like that. So that's a great
Yes.
thing you've done here for many years.
I've been very lucky to have great kids all these years. I really have, because I hear horror stories from other places, and I have the backing of my administration and parents for the most part. And I know you're always going to have disgruntled people
Sure.
and players and parents and whoever, but I have been lucky.
Well, like I said before, though, too, is, you know, some people can complain, and the answer should be, well, go up and look in the trophy case. And you see these 10 trophies sitting in there, you can't have much to complain about. You know?
Yeah.
So that helps a little bit. I got to believe that helps a little bit. All right, thanks,
So,
coaches. We're
all
going to
right.
talk to some of your players.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, back here with Lily and Catherine of the volleyball team here at Cochranton High School, District 10 winners again. Lily, why don't you tell everybody what position you play and how important it is to be good at your position?
I'm a middle hitter, and it's really important because you have to see the ball and wherever it goes behind you, and to be able to run a quick offense, the middle has to move fast and like be out of Catherine's way because she's a setter.
Lily, tell me about how long you've played volleyball.
Since 6th grade, probably.
Wow, it's a long time.
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I like the energy of the sport because like every point, like it's exciting, and like I got lucky and had like good coaches, so that made it a big deal.
Now you're graduating this year, so this was your last year playing for Cochranton Cardinals, 2 District 10 championships when you played. What's your fondest memory of being a member of this program?
I think like having the younger kids this year was like a really nice thing to do, and like they were like a good group of kids to be with and play with, so that was probably my favorite.
What is your fondest memory about your coaching staff?
Marcy is like always gives you an opportunity, and she's like very forgiving, and she'll like point out like to help you. She's not gonna dig at you to like hurt your feelings. It's always to make you better.
So you read that. You know, said that like you read that. You got handed that little statement from Marcy before we went on. Now, Kat, setter.
Yes, sir.
I call the quarterback of the team.
Yeah.
One of the hardest positions to play is the setter because you have to be all over the court at times.
Yeah.
How good are you at setter?
Oh, I don't know.
How long have you played the setting position?
Oh, I've been a setter ever since I started playing, which was like early elementary days with Dan Jackson.
Why the setter? What made you fall in love with that position?
I just like the fact that like I get to go run and get the ball every single play. I get to touch the ball. I get to like impact the play every single play, and it's just it's nice.
When you are getting ready to have your team score, what's the most important thing for you to do or to receive? How important is passing to you?
To me, I mean, I like a good pass because then we can get a good offense. But if it's not a good pass, it's not that important. I'll go get it. I'll get it up, and someone will hit it over.
Do you kind of run the offense? Do you know where you want to go with the ball, or like did the coaches tell you who you want the set to?
Sometimes they tell you, but a lot of times it's just like an in-the-moment thing. You kind of get there, you just make the decision and send it their way.
So Lily, tell me about her setting, because she has to set for you sometimes.
I love Catherine's setting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because
She like does it to like how you like it. Like if another player wants it fast, like Catherine's able to do that, and like if I wanted it slower and higher, she can do it. And she just is really good at it.
Kat, during the course of the game, sometimes you just knock the ball over when it comes to you. Like, are you looking to see if the middle's going to be open for you and so forth?
Yeah, a lot of times, my back row players will kind of be like, hey, the middle's open or the sides are open, so when you get a chance, just dump it there. So they help me out with that, but yeah.
What's your best memory of your high school career?
I don't know. It's all kind of fun.
You don't have anything that just sticks out?
Oh, last year we had a thing where we just kind of 5-starred each other. That was fun.
You had a what?
We 5-starred each other a lot.
Okay, that's something new to me.
It's funny.
What about you, Kat?
I don't know, probably this year, being a senior, it was like super important to win, and when we won D10, I thought that was pretty awesome because we all worked together and we all were having fun, and yeah.
What do you look forward to after you graduate? Are you going to continue on, or are you going to go to college? Or?
I'm planning on joining the Army or something like that.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going to college.
Where at?
Slippery Rock, most likely.
You going to can play volleyball or basketball?
I don't know yet. It's like I want to focus more on my education if I'm gonna have to like set aside sports to do that.
What's your major going to be? Do you know yet?
Environmental safety management.
It's a good one.
Environmental safety management.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
I just
You got to make sure the environment's safe. What are we doing here?
yeah.
Yeah?
It's like safer for the workers and like making sure that nothing's like leaking into the environment that could cause harm.
What made you go into that direction?
I love the planet. And
Love the planet.
I really care about what's going on and making sure everything's okay and everyone's okay. So.
How'd you get interested in that, though? Seriously, one of your teachers, or you reading something?
I do read a lot of stuff on like pollution, like I donate to that stuff, but my mom, she did safety like for people in like her company, so I just thought I'd like do the two together.
Great. Kat, interest. You want to go in the military. The man right next to you was a military veteran himself. What made you want to go in the military?
Well, they have that GI Bill that pays for your schooling.
Yeah, they have that.
And so I was like, well, that's a pretty easy way to get my college paid for, so I just decided to do that.
Do you know what you're going to be going in for?
Yeah, LPN nursing.
There you go.
So then I plan
So
on...
you'll get hands on there.
Yeah.
And still be able to go to college. So you'll be
Yeah.
more advanced than some of the people just coming out of
Yeah, it'll
high
knock
school
out
and
some college.
You still have to go through basic training and everything,
Yep.
though, right? It's not like it's going to be a piece
Well, they got
of
it
paper.
easy now.
Yeah,
They're allowed
it's-
using their cell phones after a certain amount of time. We didn't have that.
Yeah.
All my mom got was a box full of stuff saying you're not going to see your kid for a little over 2 months.
Yeah.
That was it. We couldn't make
You're
no
allowed to
phone
use
calls.
your cell phones to make calls, but they still have to go through this strenuous. You ready for that?
I think so.
Yeah? You excited about the challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
So when you told your family about it, what'd they say? Like,
Oh, they were like, wow, that's a pretty good plan, actually.
Yeah.
And I was like, thanks.
wow, that's awesome. What made you start thinking about that? Just the GI Bill itself, or?
Well, actually, my older brother was talking to recruiters because he wanted to go infantry. But then I went in and I listened to what they were saying, and then I heard about the GI Bill, and I was like, huh, well, that would be a good way to.
Yeah. When do you go?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
You ever got sworn in yet?
No, not yet.
Did you take the test?
Yeah.
Good.
And obviously you visited some schools. You probably visited Iraq.
Yeah.
You know, by the way, their football team is outstanding this year. I don't know if
Yeah,
you know
they're
that.
doing really
They're in the
good.
Final Four. They have a young man from Cash, their receiver, Litwin, who's having an outstanding.
Joey.
Yeah,
He just
great.
got named All-American.
Yeah, I believe that.
Joey's really good, and Kyle's doing pretty good too.
Yes, he is. So, That you fell in love with the campus and everything?
Yeah, and I have a lot of friends that go there too, so that helps.
Yeah, downtown Slippery Rock's really nice,
I
too.
like Slippery
Got a
Rock.
nice brewery down there, too.
Takes you 3 seconds to walk through it.
Yeah, but the brewery down there is pretty awesome. All right, ladies, thanks for your time. Both are playing basketball, so good luck for the basketball season. Well, before we stop, tell me about the basketball team this year. How good is the girls' basketball team going to be?
I think we're
New
looking
coach,
pretty
right?
good.
New coach.
Yeah. He's got like an aggressive approach, so we're always up on the ball and in your face, and so I think it'll be good.
How good?
We should be good.
Playoffs?
Yeah.
Make a little march through the playoffs?
We usually end up playing West Middlesex the first round, and like this
Wow.
year, I think we actually do have like a good chance.
People out there that are watching and don't understand this West Middlesex girls program is a very good program.
Yeah, and they have McKenna White,
Yeah,
the giant.
who's a beast inside.
She's
Let's
like
be
6
honest.
foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's huge.
Tall.
He's a beast. You guys, they seem to play that game at Meadville. Yeah, so you get a good crowd there, which is kind of fun. Well, ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck in basketball. Good
Yeah,
luck
good
in your
luck.
future. Good luck to the military. Good luck down at the Rock.
Thanks.
Hey, we're back with 3 other seniors. We have over by Mike, Maria, middle is Vincina, and Janice.
Okay, ladies, thanks for coming on.
Yep.
Another D10 championship.
Yeah.
Beginning of the year, you know, you start out a little strong and then you had a little down tilt. Then you guys came on like gangbusters. What was the feeling amongst the girls when you're going through the tough times on your team?
I think we all just knew what we were capable of, so we were just really working hard to get there and start working together more.
I definitely think it was frustrating for everybody because we knew what we were capable of, but we just hadn't found what was working for us yet. We hadn't really come together and found what we could do with the right lineup.
Same?
Sometimes when you're in the dumps and you're playing hard, it's really hard to get back up there and play hard.
Yeah?
And then you'll get a good game, and then you'll get back into it, and then you try to keep it going. And I think we just focused on trying to keep it going when we had a good game.
So do you think when that was going on, you guys all brought each other up?
Yeah.
You know, had each other's back? That's good. I mean, once you guys started winning, how did it feel, you know, when everything started clicking?
Way better.
So the coaches were telling us that they made some lineup changes and they were moving people around and so forth. Was that tough for you guys when you're like, you know, I'm playing here and then 3 games later I'm playing here and then a couple of games later I'm playing over here again? Is that like frustrating? Like, just leave me somewhere so I can start playing?
I think it could be hard at times, but we all knew that we needed to be ready to play whatever because we knew it would be what's best for the team eventually.
What about when the coaches said, this is how it's going to be the rest of the year? Were you guys like, are we ready to march? Yeah?
I think,
Yeah, I
I
liked
think
that.
we could all agree that it really was what worked best, and we knew it even if we weren't quite comfortable yet with how it was. We got used to it.
Do you think going to different positions really helped you guys too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it helps us not only as a team but individually.
So if
Just
somebody
learning
went
how to
down,
play
somebody- you
exactly
can go into
in
that
better
position.
places.
So, you don't win the region. You're disappointed. Season's starting to end. You know you're going to be in districts. You guys got to regroup amongst each other and say, we're going to take this district in. We're going to show everybody that we're the best team, and so we didn't win region. So what was it like marching up the districts and capturing the D10 title game?
I think it
Because
was-
Cochranton fans were going nuts, as you guys know.
Yeah.
I think it was really rewarding because we finally played how we knew we should be playing, and it was at the right time. So
Yeah. I really wish we could have faced Union City.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Just to-
Yeah, I was going to say a little payback
yeah,
there.
just to see, like, show them that we are capable of winning. But I still think it was very rewarding to win, to show everybody that, yeah, we may have lost a lot of talent last year, but we're still just as good.
Were you surprised they weren't there? Union City, you surprised you didn't play them?
Yeah, I mean, Sagertown is a really tough team
Mhm.
also. That game
Right.
could have gone either way, but I was expecting Union City to be in the finals.
But still didn't mind though when you had to play Sagertown, you beat them and they still got the D10 trophy, so that's what really counts, right?
Yep.
You're a little fired up in that match, by the way, too. There's, a little spark plug out there with our little fiery digs and so forth. Best memory you played since what, 5th or 6th grade, correct?
Like 3rd grade.
Yeah, that's what yeah. Best memory ever playing volleyball here at Cochranton, because as you know, 4 or 5 months you'll be getting a diploma here and your career ends here. Best memory ever as a high school volleyball player.
This probably seems cliche, but I would honestly say the District 10 championship this year, because I don't know, it was just like nice seeing everything pay off, and like I thought it was just a great way to end the season.
Is it also because it was a little tougher to get this one?
Yeah.
Because you went through some
I
struggles.
feel like
and-
we had to work a lot harder, and we had to do it as a team this year.
Same question, best memory ever.
I would have to agree with Maria on it being the District 10 finals.
You have to agree
because
with it. I'm just kidding.
we definitely proved a lot of people that we were there, we're real, like we're in it to win. So
I think that mine is Vincina will remember this because she was on my team. I think you know what I'm gonna say. And one of my other friends, she's a senior too. She played with us, and I think it was 8th grade. And one time, one of the teams served. I don't remember who it was. Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but they served, and our friend was playing in the back row, and it hit her face, and we were all like kind of like down because we thought we'd lost it, but it went back over the net, and we got the point.
Oh, wow.
And we went crazy. It was in like
so
8th
much
grade,
fun.
and it had to have been the best moment in my volleyball
so good.
career.
So you guys won, hit the girl's face, but
We
it came
won
back
the
over and you
point,
won.
yeah.
You guys are jumping around and your friend's like,
No, she was excited too. It
Oh,
was-
wow.
That's the best memory. I love that.
that is pretty
so
awesome
good.
right there. What's the plans for you guys? What are we doing here? College?
Yeah.
Where?
Right now, I think I'm looking into Barron.
Penn State Barron, nice place.
Yeah.
For
I think bio pre-med.
just bio pre.
Nothing major.
You're a very smart young lady, aren't you? Bio pre med, yeah. So you want to be a doctor?
Yeah, hopefully.
What kind?
I'm not really sure about that part yet.
So you're going to be a very wealthy young lady someday. You're going to have to pay a lot of bills, but you still be wealthy someday, which is really awesome. Want to play volleyball for Penn State Barron?
Yeah, if I go there, yeah.
They have a nice, their center is real nice. They have beautiful.
I think I'm gonna go to Mercyhurst for either business.
Main campus?
Yeah, either business or biochem.
Business or biochem?
Yep.
It's like,
Totally different things.
yeah, I'm thinking like
Yeah.
business. Why business or why biochem?
Well, business, I'd like to run my own business someday.
Ah,
So
nice.
if I do business, I would like to double major in interior design so I can run my own business. But if I do biochem, I want to make makeup.
Okay. If you do the business one, you could be your own boss,
Yep.
which is pretty exciting.
I haven't applied to anywhere out here yet. If I do, it'll probably be Edinburgh. But I've applied to some schools out in Idaho. And that's where my
Idaho.
dad lives, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's where your dad lives. I thought maybe you saw that commercial with the Idaho potato truckers.
Oh. No, not quite.
So, yeah, she wants to go to Idaho to find that truck. Well, that's pretty cool. Have you? What's Idaho like? How have you been there?
It's beautiful. I love it out there. One of
flat?
the No, not at all.
No, I've never been there. So.
Yeah, it's very mountainous and
A lot of potatoes.
yes, the potatoes
A lot of
too.
potatoes. So, what would you think you want to go into if and when you decide where you want to go to school?
Nursing.
Nice. One thing about nursing, which is really cool,
Get a job anywhere.
that's right. I tell you, you can get a job anywhere.
That's
So if
what
you
I
like the
hear.
warm climate, you can get a job. You want to move, you get there's always a demand for
Yeah,
nursing.
why?
Hawaii, yeah. Gonna have to get paid a lot because high cost of living there, but yeah, it's not bad. Any questions to these outstanding young ladies, Ed?
No.
Does it seem like your career went fast? You know, can you understand, like you're graduating from high school, you pinch yourself and say, wow, no safety net, I'm gonna be out of here in about 5 months. You guys ready?
I don't think.
Did you
No.
guys sit
really
there like
sure.
after your like senior night, like just like stand on the court and just like look like, man, this is the last time I'm gonna be here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that'll be one of the last memories you have, you know, besides winning District 10 and quarterfinals and states.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it goes quick. Wait till you become an adult and it goes real fast. I can remember I was one of his students when I was a...
That's how fast it goes.
Yeah, I remember real fast.
It goes fast. Well, ladies, thanks for coming on. Good luck to your futures. I'm sure all of you will be very successful in life, and that's the main thing. Let me ask you one more question. I thought this came to my mind. Funniest moment from your coaches that you guys looked and laughed at.
From our coaches.
You have any
They
funny
didn't hear
moments?
us, so you can go ahead and go.
Yeah.
So every year after our home tournament, we do a team sleepover.
Right.
So everybody comes and spends the night.
Didn't you say
And-
something about this last year?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. This one's a new one.
Oh, it's a new one.
This one's from this year. So we were all just laying in the gym, and it was like pretty early. I'd say 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's early.
And quite a few of us were just sitting awake talking. And next thing you know, Marcy comes walking through the gym, and we all thought she was sleepwalking. So we were just sitting there so scared. We were like, is she awake? I don't know.
So she's walking through the gym at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, and she really scared us because we were on the complete opposite end of the gym that most people
Yeah.
would walk to, and she comes
Right.
walking in those doors, and we just watched her, and she walked across the gym, didn't really say anything, and then went back and laid down, and we were all like, is she awake or is she not awake?
That is pretty interesting. You guys have any stories about your coaches that
That was gonna be mine too.
you guys do?
Well, Mars doesn't really get like mean with the refs or anything,
Right.
but I
She
think
just gives them the look, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest memories that I think I've had with Mars getting angry at a ref was, I think it was this year actually, and she
She's
might
holding
get
her breath
mad at
off
me
camera
after
right now.
this. But she has this little stress volleyball, and she got mad, so she threw it up at the bleachers, and it came out, and it came back on the court.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
She didn't notice, so there was just this little stress volleyball out on the court.
Someone had to go get it and bring it to her.
Yeah, and we were all sitting there laughing, and
Yeah, I would do it. The officials didn't notice though either. Probably.
no, they didn't.
Yeah, that's
thankfully.
a good. Yeah. Well, ladies, thanks for coming on. Good luck to you three. You're going to be very successful. Enjoyed it. You know, have fun in life too. Okay. I know
Good luck
work
with the
hard, but have
potatoes.
fun. Go
Thank
fast.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. And you've been watching Sports Close Up on Armstrong.